Live from Studio Place in the heart of Brentwood Gardens in Los Angeles, California, it's The Michelle Show, starring Michelle Murad.
Welcome to the show. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat. I want to connect with you and see how you doing. How you doing? Today is Wednesday, September 20th, 2023. We're so happy you're outside the studio with me, my buddy Andy Waldman. We have an incredible guest, Mr. Adam Lorenzo. Hey, I'm excited to talk to him about all things Everybody Loves Raymond, Everybody Hates Chris, Saturday Night Live, No Big Deal, and his new book, All I Need to Know. I learned from my college bar. I got to participate in the challenge, and I said, don't wear fancy shoes. Do not wear Manolo Blahniks to the College Park bar if it's still there. I don't know if it is. But let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat. I want to connect with you and see how Wednesday is treating you. It's treating us really, really fine. We are live here outside of Studio Place in Los Angeles, California, live in Brentwood Gardens. This is a brand new show, so we invite you down to be part of the ride. We've got an epic performer coming on Friday, and the Sober Gangster, along with my buddy Drea Renee tomorrow, Thursday. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Oh, hello. The content creation station. That's what we are here at Studio Place. Listen, if you have an idea for a talk show or a podcast, you get to work with incredible people like myself and Andy Waldman. We help, regular people have amazing shows, and we take a lot of pride in that. Let's get into some hot topics, shall we, Andy? Yes, I love women talking about other women in the most kind way. This is my buddy Joy Behar. She doesn't know that she's my buddy, but she says she wants to give a shout out to Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is really rallying the young people to vote. Good for her. You know I'm a big fan of Miss Taylor Swift on this show if you watch the show. So I love Joy Behar. Also, is she like 80 years old? Can we take a moment of how awesome this is? I have been watching The View forever. The View was one of those shows that I watched, and I was like, I want to do that one day. I want to do that one day, and I'm grateful to say that I'm doing it here outside of Studio Place. Very, very excited to be saying that. I also want to bring this up. This is pretty cool. This is from my friends over at ABC News. A double rainbow stretched from Lower Manhattan to the Upper West Side as the sun set in NYC on Monday. Look how beautiful that is. This is like the second time in like a couple of weeks. Like, I believe September 11th, they also had a double rainbow. Look how beautiful. Want to go there. So beautiful. Getting out of that. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got some cool stuff. I want to talk about good stuff today. This is a good show. Look at this. This is from my buddies over at ABC News. Baby seals cut loose from a fishing net. Look at this. So cute. And why is not cute that they're in the fishing net, but cute that they're being released. Oh my gosh. To the rescue, beachgoers. Hey. South Africa help out a pair of seal pups tangled in a fishing net. Oh my gosh. This is so scary, but thanks for those beachgoers. Getting out of that, I want to pull this up. This made me cry. And it's not going to make me cry now because I already cried. But this is from my buddies over at the Good News Movement. You can follow them on Instagram. This is Connie gets a visit from a pony. Wait for it. Look at this face. Look at how happy he is. Look. Oh my gosh, my heart. It's too good. It's too good. Oh my, look at the smile on that face. Look at the smile on that face. I want to talk about some more things. Not the most positive stuff, but I guess this is good. Just making sure that you're safe out there. From ABC News, federal government to relaunch free at-home COVID testing program in coming weeks. So make sure you stay safe out there. I want to make sure everyone is healthy and safe during the fall, winter months. It's still summer here in Los Angeles, pretty much. Getting out of that. Let me know where you're tuning in from. I got the chat. I want to connect with you. We are live on Amazon Live. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Instagram. We're everything, everywhere, all at once, and we're so glad you came along for the ride. This is our buddies over at USA Today Network. This 81-year-old overcome cancer, a near-death but pneumonia and knee surgery to conquer the Grand Canyon. She did it in 21 hours. Look at these amazing people behind me. Give a special shout-out. Hey! Come here. You want to come say hi? Come say this? Who are you?
Sophie.
Hi, Sophie. Okay, who are you?
Nicole.
Look over there, Nicole. Okay.
Joel.
Joelle.
Rebecca.
And did you just come out of Barry's?
We're about to go in Barry.
What? Amazing. You are on the Michelle Show. We are live on Amazon Live. We're live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're everything. Say hi, 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 hi.
Hey, Facebook.
Wait, when are you coming back?
Tomorrow, be there or be square.
Yes, tomorrow, be there at B Square. We're live here in Brentwood Gardens at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we invite y'all back. Come back tomorrow. We'll be here every day. It was lovely meeting you, and you're on TV. Aw,
What was your name?
Michelle.
Oh, yeah, Michelle.
Yeah, we're matching. Are you wearing it right now? Aw. What, today? What school do you go to? Wait, where?
Brentwood.
Brentwood?
Brentwood School.
Yeah.
I'm an Eagle.
Go Eagle, go.
We all go to different schools.
Oh, you all go to different schools. You all look like sisters. Do you know this?
Yeah. Yeah.
You?
Yeah. We're all
Your cousin? Wait, really? Yeah. Who's the talk show host out of everyone?
Me.
You are?
Yeah.
What's the name of your show?
It's JoJo Eats.
Wait, really? Can I follow it? How can I follow it?
It's a private account.
Okay, we can't follow it yet, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. Come back tomorrow. Come back tomorrow. We have an epic show on Friday. We have a live performer and everything. Yes, please go for it.
Everyone follow me on TikTok, Nicole_Afsh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no. Okay, great. It was lovely meeting you. Bye, bye. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. We love girls doing cool things. Make sure you handle that Barry's boot camp because that thing is terrifying. I don't ever want to do that. I will stick to Pilates. I will stick to Pilates. I love it. You guys just gotta love live. Live is the best. Live is the best. I love new friends. Andy, let's pull this up before we get to our amazing guest. I kind of started to say this, but then I got distracted by the cool girls behind me. This 81-year-old overcame cancer, a near-death bout with pneumonia, and knee surgery to conquer the Grand Canyon. She did it in 21 hours. If you feel like you're not living up to your potential, take a look at this. This is from my friends over at the USA Today Network. And then one more hot topic, and then we'll get to our guests. Again, at USA Today Network, I love my buddies over there. A Florida beach was closed to swimmers because, wait, look for it. I would die. I would die. That is a giant alligator, and I am good. Getting out of that. Andy, let's get out of that. Let's get out of this. Let's get out of it. Out. Come back to me. I'm so excited for our next guest. All I need to know I learned from my college bar, my new friend Adam Lorenzo. Some of his credits I told you if you just watched it at the beginning include Saturday Night Live, Everybody Loves Raymond, Everybody Hates Chris, Craig Kilborn. We'll get to it. There's a lot to talk about. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the Michelle Show. If you're just tuning in for the very first time, welcome to the show. I am sitting with one of the most coolest people I've met in the last, couple days. Oh, microphone, what? Yes, is it green? Oh, there we go. It's a live show, everyone. Live show. Here, we'll switch. Hold this.
All right.
There, I'll take this back.
Bam.
Welcome to the show. I'm sitting across from a new friend, Adam Lorenzo. Some of your credits include, and I have to say this, well, I don't have to, but I should. Saturday Night Live, David Letterman, your writer, you got the college bar right there. Everybody Loves Raymond, Everybody Hates Chris. Are we there yet? Like a bazillion other things that we'll get into. How are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks for having me here. This is awesome.
Aw.
Love being outside.
Yeah.
I saw all your fans run up. That was so cool. This is a blast.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super excited. And I told you when I met you
Yeah.
on my buddy Sherry Elise's show. So Sherry, if you're watching, hi Sherry. I heard Everybody Loves Raymond, and I was like, I have to tell you,
Yes.
that was and is my parents' family's favorite sitcom of all time.
Yeah.
I watched your episode, Crazy Chin.
Come on.
Yeah, I watched it. Of
wow.
course, I have to watch it. Super
Wow.
funny.
Wow. Thank you.
And I thought it was wild because Robert's character did that normally, but apparently you did that too.
Unbelievable coincidence.
I don't
Yeah.
believe in that. I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah, there are none. There are none. Well, that's how it all happened.
Yeah.
You know, the fact when that character did that,
Yeah.
I thought, geez, this is unbelievable. I mean, I still to this day have
Do
never
that?
met
No.
have never met anyone
That
else
does that.
other than that character.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I did
Wild.
the story about why I did it,
Uh-huh.
and that's how it happened. And for the record, it's not just my episode; it's a
Right.
team of
Sorry,
writers.
Story Bite, right?
Yes,
Story
yes,
Bite.
yes,
I
yes.
know that there are a million other people, not
That's
a
right.
million, but there are a lot of people, if you don't know, that work on shows and people don't just show up on your TV magically.
That's right.
There's a team of writers
right.
and producers, and how many people? So you did the story.
Yes, that was my first sitcom sale.
Okay.
So
wait.
it is my story.
Okay.
Yes,
I don't want to cut you off, but I'm so excited. So if I do,
Okay.
I apologize.
it's all right.
I did a little bit of research, and something about a nun in New York
That's
like
right.
helped you kind of connect
That's
the
right.
dots.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
What was the nun's name?
Sister Virginia.
Is she still here?
No, she passed a few years ago.
Aw.
There's one Franciscan nun left in her order named Sister Mary
Aw.
Bernard,
Aw.
still in Syracuse, and
Aw.
love her. I keep the last message that she left me on my answering machine for
Aw.
my voicemail on my phone.
Yeah.
It's a real deal. Yeah,
Aw.
Sister Virginia is completely responsible for being the conduit
Well, not
to my.
completely,
well,
but
yeah.
she was one of the connectors, right?
Yeah, I mean, would you like me to summarize?
Yes,
All right,
please tell the
so-
story. I was trying to tell Andy before you got here. I was like, gotta listen to the story. This is incredible.
It's kind of a wild story. So,
Okay.
I own this college bar, which
Yes.
is the book is about. Before I learn how to write or teach myself,
Yeah.
But Sister Virginia was a friend of my now ex-wife.
Uh-huh.
We were, just dating at the time.
Yeah.
So they're family friends, Sister
When
Virginia.
was this?
98.
Okay.
And so Sister Virginia says, oh, you should try your hand at writing if that's what you really want to do. I know a guy out there in LA who does, is a writer. And I say, okay, Sister Virginia, I laugh it off.
Yeah.
So
She
now I'm
knew
gonna-
that you wanted to be a writer? How
Yeah,
did this
we were
come
at-
up?
We were at a charity function.
Okay.
And I'm owning the bar, I'm doing that thing. And she says, what is this what you want to do?
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe she's kind of trying to nudge me out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever her intentions were, they were awesome. So I said, no, I have this dream to be a writer. We're going to cut now for the sake of
Okay.
getting to the good stuff.
Yes. Okay.
I get a job by sending jokes to David Letterman.
Uh-huh.
I get moved out to LA
Yes,
on the Late Late Show. You did Kilborn's, but my buddy's show. He
Mm-hmm.
just did the challenge on the collegebarbook.com.
Yes.
It's awesome, the College Bar Challenge. So I loved that connection. So I'm out here, I'm doing my thing, and Sister Virginia and I continue to write notes. She's a big emailer.
Aw.
She's a teacher, loves emailing.
Virginia.
Yeah, very special. And so I'm trying to get into sitcom now. I'm trying to bridge late night to sitcom.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Not easy to do. Everybody says, it's really hard. I
Yeah.
go into a barber in Larchmont
Yes.
here on the east side of
Something
LA.
was wrong with your hair, apparently.
You did your
I
research.
did my research. You had a
Absolutely.
bad haircut and you didn't know?
Yeah, I was going to this
Okay.
old school barber who got Parkinson's.
I heard that.
And,
I heard
And
that.
so my hair was all crooked. It was a mess. My friends were like, "What's going on
Yeah,
with your
like, did you
hair?"
see the back of your hair?
Yeah, I'm a little focused.
Yeah.
So anyway, so they say go to Larchmont, go to this barber.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Ray Romano on the wall.
Yep.
So I tell the old school barber, he's
You friends with
80.
this guy?
I say, hey, are you friends with Ray Romano? He says, no, but one of his producers comes in.
Nice.
There's nothing I can do. I'm a barber. It's got to stay,
Right.
in here.
Right.
I give him one of my David Letterman worldwide pants cards anyway.
Pretty cool.
He says, hey, after some time, I gave your card to that producer.
Yeah.
He'll have you go see a show.
Yeah.
So I go see a show. The guy says, don't bring any scripts. I bring a
Heard
bunch
that
of
story,
scripts.
yeah.
And after the show, he says, why don't you come up and meet Ray, meet the guys. I think they're going to like you. I go up. It's first sitcom set I'm ever on.
Wow.
I can't even believe it's happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what year is this?
This is, I don't know, 4-ish, 2004,
Okay,
2005.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
around.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it takes a while to go from late night world to sitcom. I'm writing a ton trying to get
sure.
in.
I'm
I
sure.
talk to, hey, you
Yeah.
know anybody at
Yeah.
sitcom? So anyway, you get it.
Yes, I
'Cause
get
you
it.
did the Chronicle,
Yes,
right?
I did the Charlotte Chronicles.
There you go.
Yep.
So, which sounds great.
Thanks.
So you got it. So anyway, so I do all that, and a couple days later, after I leave, after the taping,
Yeah.
the guy calls and says, Adam, you're never going to believe this. Do you know a nun named Sister Virginia?
What?
And I said, Sister Virginia from Syracuse, New York, from upstate? And he goes, yeah. I said, how do you know her? She's so dear to me. She's like a mom.
Right?
And he says, man, you're not going to believe this, but me and Ray were doing some stand-up in upstate New York, and we went to this bakery to get cannoli before a show. And Ray liked the cannoli. We come back, and Ray won his Emmy Award.
Yeah.
So he becomes superstitious about those cannolis.
Oh my God, that's so good. That's so good.
Yeah, so the guy, Malozzi's Bakery, your family probably knows him
Probably.
in Schenectady.
Yeah, I was trying to say that word. What is it?
Schenectady.
Okay.
So it's actually in It's a Wonderful Life too. There's a
Oh,
reference
I'm
to
supposed to watch
Schenectady.
that movie.
What?
I haven't seen it.
How have you gotten
I'm
this
a
far?
TV girl. I'm not a movie person.
You'll
This
change.
is how yes, I'm working on a movie. Yes,
so
I'm
it's
changing.
and when you watch It's a Wonderful Life, you'll be like, "There's
I'll
the
be like,
Schenectady."
that's what it makes sense for.
If
Okay.
only I could pronounce it.
Yes, if
So
only I could pronounce
so
it.
anyway, so they send the cannoli
Okay.
to Ray,
Uh-huh.
and there's a note in there one time from a nun who knows Bobby Malozzi and
This
says,
is wild.
yeah, if you ever run into this guy, Adam Lorenzo, he just went to L.A., please give him a meeting. So when you left that night from the taping,
Yeah.
Ray said, is it possible
It's the
that
same guy?
that's the guy?
What?
Yeah, so
That's so wild.
it's crazy, and it's kind of been my path. And so they said, we're closing up shop. It was
Yeah.
kind of their last season.
yeah.
And come in for the experience. I
Yeah.
went in, I brought a ton of ideas.
Yeah.
And bam, is a great, and so I sold Crazy Chin, very personal
So fun.
story.
Yeah.
And it's a good segue because I
Yes.
brought you a couple things. All right. So one we've got, you told me the story about your
My mom. Yeah.
So beautiful.
Aw,
Now I'm
thanks.
in between houses,
Okay.
so I don't have my stuff.
Okay.
But I wrangled it together, and I was able to get a picture from the Raymond set.
What? Are you
Yeah. So here you go. Here you go, and it's in honor of your mom.
Aw, that's so sweet.
You got
Oh
that's
my
the taping of my
God,
episode.
So cool.
There you are.
Aw, thank you so much.
You
That's
got it.
wild.
We got you a book
Aw,
signed,
thank you
and
so
then you told
much.
me the story about the show that you want, and you want to
Yeah.
get this show going.
Yes.
So this is one of the shirts we're selling. I want to help you manifest
Aw.
your dreams. So there you
Aw,
go.
That's so sweet.
It's Hollywood Greenlight.
That's
You're gonna get that green light.
Aw, yes. Aw, thank you, Adam. That's so cool. That's so sweet.
My pleasure.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, I told you that it was wild. So one of the ways that I think my love language with my family and friends has always been to share shows.
Yeah.
And Everybody Loves Raymond was on all the time.
Yeah.
And my mom, when she was going through cancer treatments, she just made sure that she was laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was like she was watching it every day, laughing.
Yeah.
And then the day that she was in the hospital and we knew that she was dying and that it was close, my brother was like changing the channel, and every time like he would change it just went back to Everybody Loves Raymond. And he looked at me and he's like, I think I think this is it. And she died watching Everybody Loves Raymond.
It's such a beautiful story. I appreciate you sharing it.
Sure.
And it's so special. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy, and that's why I got you that.
Thank you so
That's
much.
beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Very powerful.
In these moments, I want to be like, Mom.
Well, that's your mom.
Yeah.
That's how she's getting to you.
Aw, thank you so much. Yeah,
My pleasure.
it's been a wild couple of years to say the least. But yeah, I think this is super cool, and I think everything is connected, and I don't know why, but I just know that it is, and that's just.
Well, I'm sorry you had
I
to go
believe.
through that.
Thank you. I believe she's in a better place, hopefully, or obviously not in pain anymore. But yeah.
I believe that.
Yes.
Hopefully, Sister Virginia, maybe they're hanging out tonight.
Aw, Mom, if
The
you're
li-
hanging out with Sister Virginia.
That's the talk. Hang
Aw,
out.
Yes. Oh, I love that so much.
All right.
Let's talk about this book a little bit.
All right.
You owned a college bar when you were in college.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
Yeah. It's not. People ask that a lot. That's the
Yeah.
first question.
Do
It's-
they
it's not-
really? It's
yeah.
the first question.
You know.
Oh man.
Well, because it's how does it happen?
Yeah. How does
The-
somebody in college own a college bar?
To someone who was in it,
Yeah.
it's far less complicated than the nun story.
Okay.
That's a much more like, holy cow,
Got it.
how did that happen
Got
story.
it.
So, I'm just working there.
Yeah.
And, it's not
What's the name of the
Hollywood.
bar?
Maggie's on the
Nice.
Hill in
Maggie's on the Hill.
Syracuse, New York. Go Orange.
Go Orange.
Go Cuse. So I'm, I'm part of that. I'm working. I transferred to Syracuse. I
Yeah.
thought maybe I'd be a lawyer or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And I'm just working there.
Yeah.
I need the gig.
Yeah.
A couple other guys owned it.
Yeah.
And just to, long story short, you get what's called a promissory note if you don't have a bunch of money.
Oh.
And
okay.
and someone, you pay them back every month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and typically how you do that is if you need an operator
Yeah.
who can make sure the business continues.
Okay.
I was that guy.
Wow.
Because I knew the business like the back of my hand. I was
Yeah.
kind of invaluable. And
Yeah.
I didn't want them to sell it to somebody else.
Yeah.
So that's how it happens.
There you
And
go.
and then I got a second one in my
Wow.
senior year. Yeah, in Alexandria Bay, which is about an
Wow.
hour and a half from Syracuse. And that's what I was doing, but I wasn't, as the book we'll talk about in the opening.
Yes. That's a lot in the opening.
That's that's how I got in. It's crazy.
It's
I was doing
crazy.
it. I was going between both places, sleeping in the office, going to school.
Wow.
And then, hey, I gotta figure out how to write because I don't want to do this
Yes.
the rest of my life.
Yeah, I heard you talking about how like you saw guys older like owning bars, and you were like, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, look, for those guys who do it, for
Yeah.
men and women who do it,
Yeah.
awesome. But for me, I felt something like I had a bigger thing to do.
Yeah.
And I did since I was a kid.
Yeah, I thought that was super fascinating. I believe that. I believed like ever since I was super little
Yeah.
that so I used to have my own talk show in my parents' basement.
I believe
It's
it.
called the Michelle Show. That's why it's funny that this is called the Michelle Show now.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
And I would take my Barbie dolls and I would make a scripted series and I
Yeah.
would film my Barbie dolls. Like, so I had no friends. And I would literally have the talk show and script. So I do believe, and I had no idea that that was a thing. I was 7 years old. Like, how would I know that that's even a thing? I just believe we know as kids, like what we should be doing, or not should be doing, but what we could be doing if we allow it to be. So
I
so
think
you go
if
that
you're
way?
lucky,
If you're lucky,
you're
yes.
lucky that you have it. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
I feel blessed that I
Yeah,
have
same.
it. And I think everybody's got a different thing.
Yeah.
I always think about that. You run into a guy,
Yeah.
I've talked about this recently. I remember I had this old Alfa Romeo. I like old cars.
Oh,
And it was like
nice,
Christmas Eve. And, I get a flat tire.
Yeah.
And the guy comes
Oh,
to
I
change the
heard
tire.
this. I think I
He's
heard
like
this.
whistling. He's the happiest guy. It's Christmas Eve. And I think, if I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm
Not gonna be
I don't-
singing.
I don't-
Not gonna
I'm
be
not
whistling.
But if you tell that guy, hey,
Yeah.
you know what you got to do tomorrow? You got to go sit down.
Yeah.
You got to write scripts all
Yeah,
day.
yeah,
You
yeah.
should Kill me now.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
So I think everybody's got something different. If you're lucky, you know what it is.
if you're lucky, you know what it is. How old were you when you got that gut feeling like I should be a writer? Do you
I'm
remember?
telling you, yeah. I mean, it was as soon as
Little.
I could start thinking.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling you, it was
So at
out of
seven-
control.
Around 7, you think?
I don't know, whatever the therapy age would
Oh.
be.
I'm not quite sure. I know that like once you start thinking, it's around 7. Like because I think
Yeah.
you're from the time you're like born to about 7, you're kind of on autopilot.
That makes sense.
Yeah.